Good evening, SpeedGaming 4, and welcome to another exciting Zelda 1 Randomizer SpeedGaming Live 2021 group stage matchup, this time between TruantGamer and Warpath. I'm Furious K alongside Chessjerk. Chessjerk, it's a tale of two different levels of experience, but that doesn't necessarily mean that one's going to triumph over the other.
Oh, for sure. As we've seen many times in Randomizer, Randomizer does Randomizer things, and anyone can win at any time. You never know who's going to take the right order and who's not going to take the right order.
Thanks to JLo7, who's going to be doing the tracking for us tonight. This flag set so far has thrown a couple of different things on races I've played and or commentated. We've gone from a ladder block to a flute into a power bracelet block into a bait block to get the recorder to get all the access to the rest of the dungeon. So it should be interesting to see which one decides to happen in this seed.
Indeed. And it looks like we are underway with a very interesting start screen.
Yeah, the downsides to a full overworld shuffle, I think this is probably one of my least favorite. I actually prefer even Death Mountain to this.
I was going to say, it's between that and left of First Quest 9 spot. I think I even rather have that screen. At least you're close to a ladder to get down. From this spot, you can only go left.
I remember my race against Mad Bomber. We started on the arrow screen in Death Mountain and got the Guerrilla Lionel overworld, so it was a fun time getting off.
That must have been awful.
Yeah, it's basically required screen scroll, but looks like so far nothing too terrible on the way out, so maybe they'll escape.
How about a level right off the bat?
Yeah,
be a very large level, which they apparently can't. Well, they can go down. They have other directions to go. Right is not right yet, and neither is left. How about down? Danger!
Well,
run!
At least the open door is on the right side instead of the left where they usually spawn. So
yeah,
run in there, but doesn't look like you can run very far. So
at least
looks like
not,
you may be exiting.
Yep, not with any real results. So thanks for the health refill, I guess.
We do have a bit of the scenario I talked about. We have the Guerrilla Darknut overworld, so
yeah,
we'll be interested to see if both of our runners can execute screen scrolls efficiently and get past that screen, because it's not going to be fun if you can't.
No. Already, I see we're already running into problems on this overworld. Could be a sign of things to come. Truant gets a screen scroll, that's good. Probably trying to get over to the Armos, see if there's a free item under there. Warpath opting to go towards regular start.
Yeah, I know it's not the most comfortable thing for Warpath to screen scroll, but can do it, so hopefully can get away from some of these nasty overworld screens so far. It just doesn't seem like there's anything friendly so far with all of the levers even on the screens in between the Guerrilla and the Dark Nuts. The red ones love to just spawn in front of you, and it's kind of hard to manipulate them.
And I still maintain that blue Guerrillas are cheaters, more so than any other enemy in the game, because they know exactly when you're about to stab or turn your guard away, and they will whack you with that boomerang with 110% accuracy. Did find a bomb shop on Vanilla 6, but 28, not a great price for bombs. Of course, we haven't found any money yet anyway, so. Ooh, take any roads. Not going to check them just yet.
Yeah, I think maybe just check this one spot, and then it seems like a good time to go ahead and check them. We'll see.
Don't die to the Genie. That's an interesting spot. Gives you 3 more overworld checks.
And a
How
wood
about a
sword.
sword? How
Hey.
about a sword? Easy every time. We'll see if Warpath can hopefully make their way up to the northeast area. Probably gonna check some open caves on the way.
Yep, kind of hoping this open cave here has a level in it because that'll give a health refill.
Ooh,
It's level
perfect.
2, so that's a bailout there for
Oh yeah,
sure.
for sure. It's a beautiful sight. And can
And you
even
can,
check a few
yeah,
rooms.
yeah, I was gonna say the open staircases being mostly turned off at this point means that level 2 is one of those rare ones where you can kind of walk in and look around. Unfortunately, not without bombs.
Nope. Which means that room probably has the map, I had to guess.
Yep, cannot pirouette up. You can actually pirouette right if he advances to the right screen there. It looks like he's just going to keep on looking for his sword. And or maybe some Armos screens. I know there's an Armos over at the Blue Ring shop, so maybe find his way that way.
Yep.
Meanwhile, it looks like Truant has gone back towards the starting location and gone back into 8 now that he's got the wood sword.
Yep. Ran into a pretty feisty manhandla to the right, so that didn't get him very far. Have not seen any bomb drops yet. There's quite the grouping of enemies there. Moblins, Stalfos, Gibdos. Oh my. Lots of potential bomb droppers.
Yeah, it's one of those overworld sets where the dungeon gets a little bit interesting because you take your Lionels and you take your Moblins off the overworld, throw them into dungeons, and you just, I don't know, it just kind of looks weird.
Yeah. Ooh, how about an item? Right off the bat.
Yeah, ladder in level 8 is definitely something that can accelerate the seed and stop you from getting blocked in dungeons kind of directly, so looks like Truant's off to a flying start with this one.
Yep. And may make a beeline for the coast item when given a chance. May head that way, check some Armos over there as well.
Yeah, and we'll get to see if maybe one of these river spots that you can bomb happens to bomb and maybe has a level or a white sword item.
Very true. Looks like Warpath is going to hopefully give us a shot at the Armos item here, maybe? Nope, staircase. Oh. That was very, very rude.
I couldn't tell if he was using pause stress to kind of force his way in there or if he just had a little bit of the lag with all the Gria and Armos moving around.
Yeah.
Maybe trying to practice a little bit of the screen scrolling here or trying to think of any other way he can get off this silly overworld setup that he's got here.
Yeah. It's gotta be a terrible feeling. You know, right off the bat. Just get stuck. No weapons, nothing to do. How to survive.
Yeah, if you can't screen scroll on the screen, there's two real options. You can either try and force the River Zora to kind of spawn near you and try and run into it from the right, or from the left, excuse me. It'll kind of boost you backwards and you get some iframes. Otherwise, I think you basically have to take the boomerang in order to conserve health to get off that screen. It'll only cost you 1.
Yeah. The best of bad options. At least he knows where level 2 is, so he can use that as a quick health refill on his travels. Oh, but the red lever. Why is the red lever able to teleport, like, pretty much off the screen to the right? That seems like cheating.
Not as cheating as the Pulse voice that loved to screen rap on you.
This is true. And the Wizrobes, but the Wizrobes are just cheaters in general.
Yeah, we're used to it with the Wizrobes. The Pulse voice, you at least get a little bit of a pattern going.
Yeah. Oof. Manhandla 2, Truant 0.
Hey, we all have our enemies. I have a Gliok. Looks like
Hmm?
Truant has a Manhandla. I suppose I'm a little bit surprised that Truant's still kind of looking around in this level 8 with one item down and not too many rooms explored. The kind of density for items has gone down, especially with the ladder giving you a freebie on the overworld.
Yeah. Looks like they are not super manhandlers, at least, so that's good. But, yep. That's what they do. 3-0, manhandler. Alright, Warpath made it this far without taking a hit. So that's good progress.
And thankfully, the overworld will not be as difficult once he finds his sword, because he can take out some of those enemies like the Griot on that screen and then reload it and lose a lot of enemies, so it won't be as bad as we go.
And if he's heading to the northeast, he'll be very happy, since that's where the sword is.
Truant, meanwhile, got shuttered in with the danger noodles. Literally no doors but the shutter doors, so that's not a fun one.
Of course, Warpath, what if he stumbles on the white sword as the Armos item? That'd be a nice boost. Ooh, there's a good item.
Well, he definitely stumbled upon the white sword item at that Armos screen, and that's good knowledge at least.
Yes, it is. Likely required, given we have mixed second quest overworld.
And getting through this screen, I think, pretty much guarantees that he will be able to pick up the wood sword as long as he doesn't any road away.
Which would be tough because he doesn't have any bombs, so he's safe there.
Hey, he can see the relief on his face now that he's found the sword, because he knows he can get off that screen.
Progress! It's a wonderful thing.
You'd think a Lionel would come equipped with the sword right off the start of the seed, given the sprite, but alas. Alas, you have to go find one first. The other one's for show.
So maybe if you start as a Gorilla, you start with a boomerang?
I mean, I know what my new favorite sprite would be as long as it starred blue.
Of course.
I think Truant's finally going to wave the white flag at this late. It's not that bad to leave this one behind, given you are literally one screen away from it to start.
Yeah, easy to get back to it. Let's see if Warpath decides to quick tackle level 8 enough to get a ladder.
Not yet. If he dies a couple of times with this screen, as he walks straight through without damage again, I would think it's probably going to become more and more likely as he gets more and more frustrated with it, but starting to figure out the patterns, it looks like, just from sheer volume of walking through the screen, so that's good news.
Everyone found a take any and opted to retry. Interesting decision. I did not see where that was. Oh, was it on the river?
It's on the left river spot. I think he's probably just trying to conserve bombs for now and trying to open up more spots.
Makes sense. I wonder if he had seen the recorder, if he would have changed his mind.
He must. Yeah, he missed the bomb the first time.
Oh,
that's what JLo's telling us. So that's why he went ahead and retried so he could get the other spot checked out. It was nothing important, but good to know.
Makes perfect sense. Warpath heading toward vanilla start. Take a side track first. Truant's gonna burn some bushes. Hey, free money. Alright, 29. Little undervalued on the medium secret.
Yeah, but basically average.
I wonder if Warpath is trying to get back to the Armos screen that he died on.
Truant's gonna be happy to
have my revenge.
yeah, Truant's gonna be happy to find level 2. However, I think he's gonna run into probably the same problem unless there's a bomb wall to the right at start.
I love the eye roll. Of course, there's only one available room, and of course, it's the Dongos.
Alright, let's see if the pirouette opens a door. Looks like no.
No. Too easy. That would have been too easy.
Unfortunately, it looks like Warpath is struggling to get back off this blue Armos.
He did get
shop.
in there. It was just the arrow and expensive key shop, so it did not get him much.
We have a pack of bombs. I wonder where Truant's going now.
It's a mystery. I believe he needs the community message. I can't wait to bomb set the Dongos.
I mean, the perfect time for that is after clearing these Dodongos and bombing open a wall and just walking to the community hint.
That would be amazing. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I would have gone after the Dongos first. I wouldn't even bother with that. So this is probably the map.
Yeah, logic for the most part will put the map here. There's a very rare situation in which it wouldn't, but we got it.
And he tried bombing down and didn't bomb, so it's probably the old man, the room below.
Yep. This is level 2. They'll all open except for the one that's stopped by the old man or Zelda's room. And Zelda, of course, can't fit in that specific spot, so we know it's the old man through the key door.
Unless it's the most stealthily segmented level 2 ever. Perfect. Free Triforce, nice.
Free bow.
Free bow. Gotta love it.
You dig 2 dungeons, you get a ladder and a bow. That's
Easy
about
game.
That's about as good a start as you could hope for.
And again, I wonder if he had seen the recorder, if he would have dug further for a heart container, knowing he's probably going to have to get at least 1 or 2 more. And he's probably going to find that. Well, yeah, he's heading that direction too. He's probably going to see that cave in about a minute.
And I think probably would have gone back towards the northern side to look for the heart container, given the key door situation down there. But now he's going to know. I think Warpath just needs a pack of bombs to drop off of anything. That will get his seed moving along again. He knows where level 2 is, and I know once you get a pack of bombs, that's a really, really appealing dungeon to go dig.
Mm-hmm. I would at least try to stab one of these red dark nuts too. If they roll -2, there actually wouldn't be too bad of a bomb source also. Taking quite the circuitous route through the forest. Maybe tackle the Armos statues from this direction? Hey, Fury.
Oh-hi-oh is what we got under the Armos. Yep. Magic Boomerang. Which, many a time you may decide to opt out of, especially later in a run, but with this overworld and Guria's throwing boomerangs at you, You now throw them back. And a red ring on the coast, so
Wow.
once Truant heads that way, he'll have a fairly decisive advantage for however long it takes Warpath to go back into level 8 and find the ladder.
Absolutely.
Which may be soon.
4 hearts good enough? Oh, it is. Wow. Okay, then.
So the big thing there, almost over having the ability to explore some more overworld spots, is he can flute directly at level 2 and just ignore his starting spot.
Yep. Although with Red Ring, he may not be dying a whole lot. have to be up A saves or something. Can check the second quest, level 3 lake.
Yep, it's one of the guaranteed spots, so might as well knock it out. We do have fairly expensive bombs. Bait's kind of in the mid-range. I don't know if that was the cheap or the expensive one. It's kind of in between.
It's probably the cheap one, because I think the cheap one's normally 80, so it's 73, less than 80, and the expensive meat is 100, so...
Let's think. It's...
Or no,
vanilla, I
expensive
think
meat
it's 60 is
it
what
60
that
and
is.
80?
I think the cheap meat goes between 40 and 80, and the expensive one goes from... I want to say it's... Was it 100? Yeah, I think it's 100.
I think it's either 100 or it's 90. I can never... It's been so long since I've looked at the other bait shop. Because you know, I mean, I haven't even played vanilla in a while, and in vanilla friends, you don't even go to that shop.
I mean, I'm just a Z1R guy. I think my vanilla time's somewhere like 35 minutes still, which is way off pace. But it looks like 80 to 120 is the answer, we're being told.
Aha. Gotcha. Should turn up my volume so you can hear what the recorder tune is.
I recognize it, but it's a game I don't think I play that often, so... I'm of no help. Yeah, red ring for Truant. I don't think it's going to take Warpath that long to get the ladder now, though.
He's
I
in
think
the ladder room. It's in this room.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I recalled this enemy set being kind of weird and being memorable.
And got a bomb drop to boot. There we go. And he's seen the red ring too, so
yeah. I think he's
make a quick beeline for that, I would think.
Yep, may try and make it another room or two in here, but if it starts beating him up, I think he'll bail for the red ring or try and at least get there. Level 5, we've got a staircase. It's the start of the levels that have a staircase in them without being segmented, so no surprise. And also because of the flag that we have on that removes most open staircases, you'll notice that items can be in between the push blocks or can be in the corner on a single push block. Or right next to the block in the middle there. But yeah, those items won't spawn there unless that staircase opens up. So if you see one of those item locations, you know that you have a staircase underneath potentially. At least in the corner spawn.
Truant's trying to find out how much HP these orange Wizropes have.
Well, they found out how much HP he had. 0.
Yeah. Yes. Even with red ring, the beams would still do 1 full heart of damage. 2 of those were more than enough. Plus HP Tektites are also annoying. Just throwing that out there. Gotta have heart. Everyone was waiting for that. I know.
Pretty much. We'll see how many more Harketeers Truant really decides to dig out. I mean, it's basically magical sword, and that's kind of it at this point, other than just having a little bit of a health buffer.
Yeah. I mean, I would think that if he finds another take-in, he's going to take a potion, most likely.
Yep, I would go Candle Potion Heart at this point if I were him, but we'll see what he opts into. Some people really like getting a health buffer going.
Quote unquote, some people. I wonder who.
More than just the one that has gotta have it.
Gotta have. Well, that's like plus HP to me.
Yeah, +2.
+2? Jeez.
Yep, either door, top or bottom there, will get them to spawn in kind of an ideal location. If you go the top door, you just have to barely sneak into the room, and that will make them spawn right below you instead of right on top of the door, as Warpath has his magic boomerang. Bottom one, you have to stay all the way in, otherwise they'll start spawning left and right. It's no fun.
Truant does find a bomb hole. Convenient. Wow, both Tektites are plus HP. Are they both +2? Jeez.
It would appear so. Warpath now at the coast and will make it to the Red Ring, so that's going to put an end to a lot of the deaths that he experienced on that overworld pathing, as TruantGamer now has combat advantage.
Pretty crazy assortment of items we've already found in the first 25 minutes.
Yeah, the seed has been fairly kind despite the overworld start screen.
That's pretty much been the main thing that's gone wrong so far.
Yeah, it's...
Oh, it's a nice small secret. 19.
Outside of, I guess, kind of heart-starving them and throwing a lot of Blue Wizro required rooms, don't see a lot that's going to stand in the way for Truant at this point, given the White Sword and Red Ring. And once Warpath gets his White Sword, I think it'll make things easier for him as well.
Truant also found a couple of keys in this dungeon as well. That's where the Triforce is? Okay, that makes sense. I hope you can bomb to the right from the bottom of the map.
It'd be more fun if you couldn't.
True. We get to see some other take any roads as well. One of them is the recorder spot on Death Mountain. Keys rolled up. The second quest, Black Keys, rolled up. The boomerang did not kill them.
Got red bubbled entering this room. Looks like it shouldn't be too hard to clear with just a 8 bomb.
8 bombs. Yeah, 8 bombs should be enough. Yeah, with the boomerang to put them, keep them in place. All right. The blue Lionel's rolled down. That's good. They're -1. Oh, okay. And red did not roll up. No problem.
So 2 Triforces to 0 at this point, but the level 2 Triforce was fairly free once you had a pack of bombs, and so was the bow. So really just level 5 is a advantage of some sort, I would say.
Yep.
Looks like Warpath does have a good complement of bombs, so we might see him make an early Death Mountain dig. Could work out if we get a low level like 1 or 3 up there, as Magical Sword appears to be in the forest for this one.
Yep. Also thinking about what our possible level blocked dungeon could be. And we already have the recorder, so that's not going to be a problem if that's what the block is, but Could be looking for Power Bracelet or Raft. Oh, well, there's a recorder block level 7 in the desert. That could be the answer.
Yep, if that's the only block dungeon, it's not going to be too big a deal for Warpath to go find that, given that the recorder is available once he gets his 4th heart. We'll have to see if that's the only one that's blocked, though.
Like level 7 is going to make us play, find that bomb hole.
Yeah, even with the maps being fixed, it doesn't really impact 7 or 8 or 9 for that matter. It still can get trolled.
And so far, Truant is 0 for 4 on bombs. Try pirouette the top. Oh, there you go.
This room wouldn't be so fun with
no defense.
Just the regular or old green tunic, but fortunately for Truant, he's got the red ring, so basically go in and face tank them and kill them off. Similarly, Patra with Beamos, not fun on green tunic, but with red ring, not such a big deal either.
Does look like the orbits rolled up. Possibly. Tough to tell with White Sword. All that for nothing?
Yeah, we do have level 1
Alright.
in West Death Mountain, so here's a chance for Warpath to get something.
Death Mountain does pay off. Problem is, he only has 1 key. Which could be annoying because I know 1 can be known for key blocks.
Well, let's see if this shutter door closes behind him. It does not, so that tells me that this might be our staircase room right off the bat. And either that or it's segmented. Had to throw that in there because I thought, wait a minute, this is too easy.
Yep, couldn't be that easy.
Now, do we have the always fun crowd favorite single room?
Sure seems like it.
Well, I mean, there's 1 chance left, but it doesn't look very good.
Nope.
The downside to that shutter door not closing behind him is he could have actually used another trick once that shutter door opened to go up A and go back up through the key door that disappears. But I'm going to get a key for his troubles just walking this way, so probably has
get a
enough.
bomb drop.
Yep.
Interesting find in 7. Found the raft. Now, even though we already found our required blocked dungeon, that does not mean that more than 1 can be blocked. Ooh, baby, and there are silver arrows on the floor in level 1.
Yep, so we know where the majority of the usual required items are. We'll have to see if recorder's enough to make it officially go mode, or if we have to go hunting for that power bracelet, or if Warpath has to dig out the raft.
Let's see, we're looking for levels 3, 4, 6, and 9, I believe. My notes are correct.
Yep, we have a lot of overworld left to get through still, so plenty of opportunities to find at least a good chunk of those. Looks like Warpath is stuck going up through the key door. That should also be where the map is. It's usually in one of the first couple rooms of level 1, so it would... Well, I guess if you got a staircase here, that would also reduce the chances of that happening.
Or could be a triple segmented level 1.
So staircase or center spawning map, which one will it be? Staircase.
Ooh,
And a map.
Excellent.
We now have all the maps. And look at that, single room.
Confirmed. To no one's surprise, really. He can bomb to the left. No, he's out of bombs. He can't bomb. Gonna spend a key.
Yep, up is the correct play.
He's rewarded with 2 open doors, so that's good.
This room has a chance to drop in the middle, so might as well clear these, see if we can't find a key. Truant's still exploring level 7, having a little bit of fun in there with some of the enemies. Yeah, Warpath's really just level 2 away from starting to move pretty quickly. Bow and Silver's quick way to go to 0 for money, but quick way to move around the dungeon as well.
Indeed. Finds a Triforce under some beefy Moldorms, it sure seemed. Problem is now he's out of bombs, so further exploration on Death Mountain was probably going to be pretty difficult.
Yep, probably worth it to look at the next screen or two, just to make sure there's no bomb droppers up here. But this may actually send him back towards the flute and or level 2 at some point, if you can't find any.
Right now, Truant is wondering, where is the compass?
Locked away in Zelda's room.
We had that last night, if I recall correctly. The kidnapped guards the compass.
Yep, we had a discussion about what's the biggest troll hint to get in there. Whether or not it's kidnapped guards the compass, or the kidnapped is in X Quadrant of Skull when the shutter door's in the room with the old man.
The kidnapped in the next room.
Or the silvers to kill the beast lie somewhere. Always a fun one too. We won't get anything but a community hint, so that's probably our best chance of getting a really good troll hint level 9.
Yep. And Warpath killed all those red gorillas and did not get a single bomb drop. Got more here though. But dare I say the game knows?
Well, at least you can basically rotate your whole entire bomb count around, so you've got at least 3 chances. And there's the bomb, so we get one.
Better late than never, I suppose.
Truant finds the compass at level 7, and with the raft in hand, it's basically going to make quick work of the, at least the direction to it. We'll see if there's something troll guarding it.
Remember how I said Truant was good on keys earlier? Yeah, not so much anymore. They're all gone. So close to being able to afford the bomb upgrade.
I
You can
don't
grind
think
out 2 rupees.
I don't think I would, just because I'm more worried about key counts at this point. And there's nothing to grind off of over here unless you want to waste a bomb to go down, so.
He's considering it. Or maybe trying to get to a 10 count for a 5 rupee
Nope.
drop?
I think he was going for the floor drop in the reverse C of a 5-er.
Oh, yeah.
Shutter door to the right. Do you want to take the chance of blue whiz robes? Nope, Y force. Even better.
The game decided for him. Little does he know, the heart container was in the next room.
Hey, look, there's 2 rupee drops in the overworld.
It's a bit late for that game.
I think it benefits him, though. I think key purchase is actually something worth thinking about. In his case, arrow purchase would actually be what he would be thinking of, I think, first, just because he has the bow and doesn't know the silvers are in level 1, nor does he know the location of level 1.
That's true. He does have the raft now. He's going to check the raft spot. And I believe the arrows were 88, so he's in... Oh wow, the red dark nuts were -2. Nice. 1 white sword swing.
Dungeon.
Oh, there is a level on the raft spot. Level 6.
Yeah, and look at this 8. Oh boy.
Ooh, that's a nasty 8. Instant compass. Is this the item in 6? It is. Wow.
From 0 to
Easy
full
game.
keys. Yeah.
Easy game. Every time.
Trent really can't argue with the item progression that he's gotten in this one. I mean, there's not been a single item that he's gotten that hasn't been somewhat useful to him.
As soon as he finds silvers in 1. Except for a possible power bracelet block, he's golden.
Yeah, but I'm sure the next dungeon he goes into is just going to have the power bracelet one room in, so he can just take that too. I mean, that's the way it's going for him tonight. Maybe feeling a little bit iffy with just the 4 Triforces at 40 minutes.
Yeah, I'm getting flashbacks because I faced Truant in the SpeedGaming 2020 tournament in the first round. And I finished the first seed in 45 minutes, as I recall. I still lost because Truant finished in 43, and it was quite the jet seed, and kind of the similar item progression where everything was useful, and it was, I mean, besides the raft being deep in, somewhere, not deep in 7, but annoyingly in 7, possibly. But everything was just, oh, here, have the bow. Here, have the ladder. Oh, you were looking for silver arrows. Oh, please. They're right here. I finally found the fourth Take Any Road, which was in the Dead Woods. Or the Lost Woods, rather. So... I think that was the longest time between finding the first Any Road and the last Any Road. Because they always found other things to do, or died while trying to get back to the stairs. Either that or I just wasn't paying attention, but still. Warpath is trying to go through this 8, but even Red Ring is not foolproof when you're dealing with enemies that deal 2 hearts normal damage.
Location level 1 is Death Mountain, and basically completely on the opposite side to Truant. Here comes a potion pickup. Yep.
Good call.
I would have had questions for him in the post game if he took another heart in that specific situation.
Obviously, he knew that I was on commentary, so to appease me, he would have taken the heart.
Perhaps. So you were a late entry, so maybe he didn't see it.
Yeah, I did it intentionally just not to affect the runner's performance. Perfectly calculated. See if the second quest level 6 screen has anything. Again, I tried to hear the recorder tune. I couldn't hear it.
You know, that's kind of a fitting community hint for a grave spot.
It is. That's a little too on the nose, I think. Do. That does sound so familiar. Why does that sound so familiar?
I think we'll both be angry when we see the post game.
I definitely have that feeling. Did he check Recorder Lake?
Don't think so. Unless he did some interesting... Where was the Any Road in Deadwoods?
It was one down and one left of the Recorder Lake.
Perhaps he was progressing through that direction some way, shape, or form. I don't know.
Possibly. Nice bomb force by Warpath. It was well done.
Quick glance, Truant has not looked at Record Lake, but he could opt to route it in here. He also hasn't checked... Well, he has checked Vanilla 3. I think it's a bomb shop. No, the bomb shop, as I recall, is actually one up from that. It's at the potion shop.
I mean, we're running out of spots. We still have 3 levels left to find. I wonder if the other raft spot has a level also. Getting more and more likely. Or power. I mean, or we're looking at Power Place, which has what, 6 or 7 possible spots in Mixed Quest.
You got 7. The 4 normal. You got second quest for the Master Sword Arrow and Death Mountain. I forget what that is.
So the top left corner under it's what, 1 down, 1 right of second quest 9.
Yeah, I just can't remember what was actually there.
Name. Yeah. We need to name that spot something.
My least favorite Power Bracelet spot to go check.
Only a little out of the way.
Yeah, if there's no dungeon up there, it just seems so awful to route if you've already routed Death Mountain out.
Oh yeah. That's like when you go down to the southwest corner without bombs, and you try to route back in when you get a bomb, because there's no other spots anywhere near there that you haven't already cleared.
Truant picks up the wood arrows, so has a bow and arrow at this point. I think only bait can really troll him out of the shop now.
Although, interestingly, we have not seen a single Goma or Pole's voice yet. That Stalfos has heart.
Chat's telling us we should call it a second quest letter cave, because that's what apparently
That is
was.
the second quest letter cave, yes. Yes, it is. Well, so much for the dual raft blocked level. It didn't happen. But where else do we have besides Power Bracelet spots? Probably have the recorder spot. Recorder spot near start hasn't been checked, I don't think.
I don't think we've checked all of the starting spots.
Yeah,
either.
We haven't really been down here, really. There's the candle shop, finally. That's probably the rare shop. But yeah, I mean, even the bomb spots near start, I don't think they haven't been checked at all by either runner.
I think at this point, almost certainly one of them will be down here. We'll see if
Zelda's room.
We get them all. Yep.
Ooh. I was gonna say, we haven't found the big secret yet either, but there it is. Pretty crappy.
Oh. I didn't have to wait until post-game to get mad after finding out what the recorder theme was.
Oh, it's Ray's theme from Final Fantasy IV. Of course it is. That's where I heard it from. Thank you, chat. I would have felt really bad if I had not had not either figured it out myself or had someone tell me what it was. Because of course that's what. Well, level 3 was at the bomb spot above Vanilla Start, as predicted. Instant compass too.
You know, well, he doesn't have silvers. That makes it a dig.
Yeah.
100%.
If he had silvers, I gotta think he'd just Triforce and go.
Yeah, I'd be running for the door with commentator information.
Yeah. I found some ropes. I wonder if we'll find some Pole's voice in here.
So looking at the difference between the two runners at this point, I think the only thing that's really going to help Warpath out in this dungeon that we haven't seen is the Power Bracelet. I guess you can make an argument that the wand would help speed up some combat, but I think it's Power Bracelet or Bust from level 8.
Yeah. I don't think
And
the
then,
wand would speed up so much that it would make up the deficit right now.
then you'd still have to hope that you get a situation where a power bracelet is required. We only
Yes.
have one dungeon, I think, or two dungeons, 4 and 9.
Yep, got 4 and 9 left. He's going back in. Without silvers, it makes sense.
And Truant will have to go back to level 8 at some point because he hasn't seen the Triforce room in level 8. Hasn't seen a compass, so... Still that to clear, and it's a big level 8. We don't know where exactly this trolley Triforce is.
Also, gotta have heart. Nice.
Yeah, old man's well equipped with the jokes.
Could be the item room. Do have super ropes, or at least plus 1 HP. Oh, that is not the item.
Looks like roughly 38 on this level 8, so that's a significant level 8.
Sure is. And quite the winding path, too.
This room can be the item.
And it is.
For both runners, maybe. Heart. He's gonna take it.
Have heart.
Alright, he knows the second commentator. Confirmed.
He has to know that I'm here right now. I don't think he would have picked that heart up otherwise. Called knowing your commentators. I was gonna say, he already got the Triforce, didn't he? Yeah, he's done.
Now, this is not the room you want to see if you Warpath all the way into this dungeon.
No.
On Wood Sword, even with Red Ring.
When I'm pretty sure that the orbits are plus HP too. That's just doubly annoying.
I'm gonna guess a +1 probably.
There's the last take any, I think.
Yep.
But record a spot here. I mean, record a spot here, and this may be it for regular spots. No, that's nothing. Oh, Candle Row, maybe. We haven't seen Candle Row yet. We haven't seen a blue ring shop all game. We found 3 in 2 minutes. With a free red ring on the coast. Of course. Alright, there's 4.
Alright, so that's knowledge mode for the commentators, and once Truant finds level 1, that'll be go mode for him.
Well, until we haven't found level 9 though, right?
I suppose that is true. Keep forgetting level 9 is a dungeon. So focused on the Triforce tracker at the bottom and knowing which dungeons are left outstanding out of those 8.
Good to be focused. Nothing wrong with that. Don't think we've seen the bait block yet either. That would be an interesting one. Just takes the Triforce. I wonder if he'll go back in. I wonder if he's searching for level 1. If he's in that mindset, or I mean, because that's tough to do. I mean, if one's blocked by something, he's going on. Okay. I'm curious how many spots he has left he hasn't checked yet.
Pretty sure most, if not all, of Western Death Mountain he hasn't checked. And hasn't checked level 1, which is not much.
Looks like he is heading in that direction. I mean, forgotten spot. Could be the forgotten spot. Oh, there's the letter. That letter was just hiding in the middle of the map, and no one bothered to bomb that spot yet. And he's not going to Death Mountain. What does he have left on the right side of the map? Oh, he didn't finish the desert. Oh, I guess it was just that one spot. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. I think he actually did check it. He may have not marked that he checked it though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know he finished 6 in the desert, but I don't know if he went the other direction after that, possibly.
So I'm pretty sure it's just about West Death Mountain, nothing else at this point. So we'll see if he's just kind of looping around or screen wrapping or what his plan is here.
Only got 5 bombs, so he's got to be careful about that. He may try to get a 10 count. I know I usually do whenever I have a low bomb count going to Death Mountain. Oh, there's a bomb shop right there. And he's almost got the perfect amount of money for it, too. Gotta love it when a plan comes together. And wow, Warpath has so much coverage in 8 and still has not found the Triforce. Or the second item. We haven't found the second item in 8 yet.
Yep, and no compass, so can't figure out where it is via the compass. It's just not a fun one.
No, it is not.
And from my notes, I think we're basically down to Recorder Lake being level 9 or Power Bracelet blocked.
And Power Bracelet is the second item in this 8. Boy. Even with Red Ring, Wood Sword, Gleeok, Four-Headed Gleeok, not fun.
Alright, we'll see what decisions Warpath makes here.
I mean, he just spent a long time in 8 and didn't really get much for it, which is really a shame. But I think the right move is to move on. That looks like what he's doing. Don't believe in the sunk cost fallacy.
Yeah. I think that the decision that has to kind of be made now it still has to be level 2, just because you know where it's at, you know it's just bomb blocked at this point.
Yep. And now having bombs, you can actually make progress.
Also need to check a little bit of overworld, because I don't know that he has the candle based on just passing that spot over. So presumably the tracking is correct on that one from JLo.
Yeah, I believe that's correct. I don't think he's even seen it take any yet. And I think the rest of Death Mountain was just nothing except level 1. Looked like Truant breathed a sigh of relief when he finally found level 1. I think that may have been his last spot besides Recorder Lake. And he will be happy with what he finds.
Yep, he gets a map right off the bat.
So thinking about what items could be in 9, I mean, all we're left with is Power Bracelet, Wand, Red Candle, and Boomerang. We know the Power Bracelet can't be there. So, Wand, Boomerang, Red Candle. Why does the Red Candle always seem like it's in 9 for some reason? I don't know why that is.
Path is going up in this level 2, so probably going to stumble into the heart container unless it was key blocked in the south. Yep, there it is.
Right there. Gotta have heart.
Speaking of heart, Truant's now in Mag's territory, though I don't suspect he'll be checking that.
No, I doubt his pathing will take him anywhere near that spot. This was the Silver Hour room Truant's in. Yep, there it is.
So now the question is... Really, where is this last dungeon? Is it at Recorder Lake? Or we're going to have to hunt the power bracelet.
And if so, where is the power bracelet? We're down to 4 or 8.
Yep.
I think that's it. It is kind of amazing the combined amount of time the runners have spent level 8 and not to find the second item. Or the Triforce. It just seems insane. There's Triforce. See, I wonder if he goes back to 8 now and digs out the second item because he thinks he's power bracelet blocked.
We shall see. I think he's just going to go there regardless because of the Triforce.
Yeah.
But I really think that checking Recorder Lake probably would be the biggest benefit to him. Just because if you know level 9's there, then it reduces the amount of digging you have to do here.
I guess the issue would be what's the fastest way to get to Recorder Lake from your current position? Because there's a Take Any Road right near there, but let me think. So the Take Any Roads were the Grave, Lost Woods, Northeast Corner. Can't remember what the fourth one was.
It seemed like, well, I think they're just kind of
Or is it the forest?
They're evenly spread out for the most part.
Yeah, they were pretty spread out.
Whistle spot on East Death Mountain.
Oh, that's right. Good call.
Yep. Gotten multiple assists from chat tonight.
I guess that may be the fastest way to Recorder Lake. Walk there. Only a few screens away from the starting screen. Relatively speaking. I think this was the area that Warpath didn't finish in the bottom left corner of 8, so this may be where the item and or Triforce are.
Yep, you can make it down this line. There's just 3 rooms in the east beyond the Patra room, which is where he died. And then it's the 5 rooms to the west of where Truant is now. I'm always amused when people like walk into a Chevy room without a ladder, or they walk into Zelda's room, how they're like automatically already pressing to go back through the door. Just, if you press it hard enough and fast enough, you can get back through before it shutters you in.
Yeah. Like, get me out of this room. I already know I don't want to be here.
What's going to benefit Truant here is that he still has, I think, both red. I think he has a red potion, so he can make it to this Patra room with potion in hand, and even with the extra health it has, he can get through it.
Yeah, I would think so.
And he has the advantage of having the white sword as well, which is something that Warpath did not have.
And silvers. Although Warpath has them now. Silvers and bow, that is.
It'll get you to the Patra, won't do much for you there, but...
Truant is running out of money fast, though, using these silver arrows.
I think we refer to that as the Shaddy effect.
Just save $1 for the final boss. Hey, is a $5.
Speaking of Shaddy, he's doing his tournament race versus Malchior.
Right now, I think, isn't he?
Yep. I think also and Chrono JJ and my group are going at it as well, so... A couple other Zelda
Yeah, I think you're right.
A couple other races going on. check them out, their channel, after we're done here. And I think it's a lot of a Link to the Past Randomizer action as far as speed gaming goes for the next little while. Got multiple channels to go to there.
I hear it's a popular game.
Oh yeah, all the Zeldas have had some level of popularity. Zelda 2 is the only one that doesn't do it for me, but that's just because I'm bad at any side-scroller.
I'm just bad at Zelda 2 in general.
Oh, Patrick guards the second item. What is it? Let's see. Oh, no.
Staircase.
It's a trap. I think you take that. Well,
No,
it's a bomb pack. No, he doesn't.
No, okay. I would say I would have gotten the bombs. It feels like you can never have too many bombs. Ooh, this takes you over to that spot that the Warpath couldn't get to. Oh, there's the Triforce.
Yep.
Now it all makes sense.
I guess the question is this all like a 5-room segment that you have to take that staircase, or can you bomb in one of the rooms below?
It sure looked like it, because I don't think there were any key doors or any doors at all going to this column. Oh, I thought that was the item. That is not the item.
Well, the easiest way to block the runners would be to give them another right-hand staircase right below this as well.
Yeah. How about just, oh, there you go. This is an item.
Yep, it's the corner spawn, which guarantees it's the item.
Wow.
And yep, that's the power bracelet. So it's we're not to lights out for Warpath yet, but we're getting pretty close, given that is absolute go mode now for Truant.
Yep. So we had the scenario that Warpath needed, but the problem was the power bracelet was too well guarded.
I will say that Truant and Big Slimu went at it last night, and I think one of them took 30 minutes at 9 to find the troll route, so there's no guarantee that Truant's going to be real quick in this 9.
Plus 9 is literally on the start screen. Oh, okay. That would have been a nice touch.
Second quest, Letter Cave hype. You at least have level 1 to get you there.
I'm gonna say second quest, Magical Sword Cave. That'll be my prediction.
You're not that lucky, Truant. Actually,
did not roll low.
I'm a little bit surprised he actually went and checked that. Actually,
I guess because he knew it was close to, it was easy to get to. I guess. I don't know. Maybe he anticipates annoying Wizrobes in 9, since we really haven't seen too much of them so far.
To recall.
We know the orange rolled up. I have no idea if the blue rolled up too.
I'm trying to recall every dungeon that they're in so far.
I think at most we've seen them in 2 dungeons. It may not even be 2.
They're definitely level 5.
Yeah.
Because I remember that annoying T room that you have to clip across to get the compass.
Right.
The red bubble is annoying, but I think you just take the bop because you can get back towards a fountain pretty quickly. Level 5 is on the bottom south. I think it's on the southeast coast at this point. So yeah, you can get back to the forest, level 2's location. Looks like we're setting up for potentially a last power bracelet location find, and or having to go to Recorder Lake with the Walk of Shame.
Got 3 power bracelet checks in this area. See if any of them are right. There it is. We had the right idea, just not the right spot. Hey, we found a Goma. How about that?
It looks like dig doggers are going to be all over this 9, and it looks like you can't go left either. So is it a right staircase, or you got to go up? You got to go up, and you give up the heart. Yeah.
You probably do that. You want to maintain your health. You know it's Wizrobes too, so it's. Actually, have we seen Wizrobes yet? No, I guess not. But no, yeah, I think you want to maintain health. Losing a maximum heart not going to change anything. Oh, is it not Wizrobes? I guess not.
It is not. It's the Moblin set with all the Gibdos and other etc.
I'm really surprised. Saddened even. Deed was just too generous tonight. Doesn't even try to push the block. Interesting.
I think it was Trenton on commentary last night that said something about how when you're in the mindset of looking for Ganon and Zelda, you sometimes aren't really of the mindset to be checking staircases and kind of mapping out your 9 as effectively.
Yeah. It can be tough because sometimes you hard right order 9 by taking the right 2 staircases, but sometimes the solution was just don't take staircases, and so you don't know the answer until it actually happens.
It looks like the northwest corner's not what we're looking for. I think, based on all the exploration that he's done already, that it's actually just southwest. And
yeah, given how it's blocked, could very well be.
I think the only other spot that I didn't really see him go is in that little 2-off room on the right side. I don't know that he went one room over to check to here.
No, he didn't. Could be a path down to the bottom left. Look at that old man giving us hints. Oh shoot. Well, level 9 doing level 9 things.
Yeah. Part of me was hoping that in that shoot room you could also hear the roar, just to say, "Hey, look, you can you can totally hear him.
Yeah.
Good luck getting to him because this wall won't bomb."
No, there's no chance this wall bombs. Nope. Saw that coming a mile away.
New 9, best 9.
So you're telling me I need a staircase?
It's not a guarantee yet.
Not yet,
but couple bomb walls not checked to go get around that vertical shoot room. Looks like he's already just gonna start knocking out some of these staircase rooms potentially.
Yeah, he found what 2 or 3 just back-to-back possibilities. Makes sense in wasting all your bombs on walls that don't bomb. Hey, a wand. I would have thought about picking it up. I mean...
All because of bubbles.
Yeah.
But he does have both charges of his potion left. And has enough arrows for now to get through this. And look, hey, red candle 2. So
Thank
the boomerang's in 4.
Thank you, Truant, for helping us fill out the item chart.
That also happens a lot to me. When I want staircases to get around the dungeon, I get both items every time.
And if the silvers are in 9, you find 6 staircases before you find an item.
Or if
it's never the silvers.
Yeah, or either that or you know that the red ring and the any key are in level 9 and you don't find them.
Right.
With the key in here, it's hard to tell whether or not it spawned in the top right or the center. So he's got to clear this room to figure out whether or not it pushes.
Yeah, he got a bomb drop too, which is helpful. Since he may be bombing walls in a moment. Let's push. Well, that answers that question. You made
I
the right
think
call not taking that one off room because it didn't go anywhere. Good
correct.
to know.
Now I think he's probably going to bomb left twice. Once in this room and once in the next room. Just it's time to see if there's a direct route.
The key door in this one.
Yep. So there is potential.
So he's going to take a staircase instead? Possibly?
He's at least going to push.
Does push.
Maybe he knows something we don't know about that room.
Maybe.
Hey, look. We see both of those rooms now.
God bless level 9. Entertaining us since 2016.
Chat's starting to worry about the ammo. Don't worry. Nobody has ever gone into Ganon's room and fought him and killed him.
That
With 0
literally
rupees.
has never happened in the history of the game. Ever.
Why are we mentioning this? Well, I think one of us was on commentary, and the other unfortunate Trogdor player happened to be the one not to have money. Maybe?
Maybe. You never can remember. It means remembering is tricky sometimes, so.
Hey, there's the roar, as we kind of suspected at this point. Yeah. Is it down or left?
He tried
did he-
down. Down didn't
Try
work.
down.
But you didn't try left?
Well, let's see if the shutter door opens first.
It
No.
does not.
Hey, it's time to go left. It's
It's
very
gotta be.
blatant. You
Gotta
have
be,
to go
since
left.
he was in the room above this one. Didn't hear the roar there, so. By process of elimination.
There's no magic to get there anymore, so this is looking like a GG.
In his own room. Again. Got 3 hearts, so reasonably well protected from Ganon hugs. But with 2 potions. Ooh. A little bit of a problem.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah,
say.
no
At
reason
some
not
point,
to
you
do
just
it.
take it.
Yep. Just take a sip. I don't accidentally use the other one. Okay. maybe you drink the other one there just as a victory sip.
Alright, looks like we're gonna have a finish here momentarily. There is no sorts of shoot rooms that can stop him now.
You didn't have the compass.
Well,
Oh well.
you say that. Sometimes the fires have to be killed. The fire and Zelda. But yeah, get your GG's out for Truant. Finishes with a rough estimate time of 1:17:10, as I don't have access to that room.
Yeah. GG Truant.
I believe the time limiter for purposes of tiebreakers is 30, so Warpath has something to play for a little while.
Sure. And it is 30, yes.
I did not notice how much money Warpath had.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's a lot of money. Been saving.
And sounds like we have a TruantGamer.
Maybe.
GG.
GG's.
Thank you.
So the question remains, could the seed have gone any more wrong for you right off the bat with all those item drops?
I don't even remember the beginning of the seed other than 8 being rather trolly and me just saying, forget it, I'll be back.
Ladder in 8 to Red Ring, 4 Heart Whistle. I think you got the bow right after that, and then you got down to 0 keys in level 7, but you got the raft that was required, and then you found the any key at 0 keys still at level 6.
Yes, so everything worked out.
Yeah, there are a
Should've
lot
gone-
of times
Should've
where
gone
we...
to 1 sooner for the silver arrows.
Yep. How dare you not go there faster? But yeah, it was one of those scenes where your item progression was just blatantly the reason why Warpath was not going to have a chance.
Yeah, I wanted nothing to do with Death Mountain until I had to, so that's why I didn't get up that way.
I was somewhat hopeful that Recorder Lake was going to be something in this one, though, I gotta tell you. I'm pretty sure that was the only spot that, between the two of you, was not covered.
Yeah, I realized late in the end there that I missed it, and I was really hoping I didn't have to go all the way back. Although I guess the one Take Any cave was right there, so it would have been a quick transport from one of the recorder spots.
Yeah, most likely. We figured it would not have been too bad to get back to that spot if you had to.
I think if 9 wasn't where it was, I was going to recorder to 1, check up there, and then recorder back to 3, go check the lake, and try and warp back to the second quest magic sword spot, because that would have been all that was left.
That's what I was rooting for. That spot is horribly neglected.
I think, well, probably the two most difficult parts of the seed were level 8, I guess, being as big as it was. You basically had to... I don't know if there was a bomb wall that was missed or something, or if that was just a mini segment over there with the Power Bracelet and Triforce. So that was a bit of a troll. And then, I guess overall, just the first minute of the game having to get out of that overworld start screen with the enemy set that was there.
Yeah, and I gotta go back and look at my VOD because I was rather surprised that I was walking and the boomerang went right through me, and I just kept going. I said, okay, whatever the game wants to do, I'll take it.
Yeah, did you perhaps kind of panic stutter step it?
I very well could have, but all I know is it went through me, I didn't get hurt, and I just said, let's go.
I think if you stutter step at just the right point in time, Boomerang's hitbox doesn't get you.
Is it like Pac-Man where the hitboxes just pass by each other untouching?
Seen that happen. I would expect Fury to know all the great tech with boomerangs. So I trust him on this one.
I know I've heard about the stutter step being a thing to get around those, but unfortunately, when I use the magical boomerang, the Guria can't follow the same logic.
I'm letting you know now, I didn't get that magic boomerang because you were on the call. I got it because I was hoping it was going to be useful against Keese, and it was halfway useful.
But it didn't even kill the second quest keys.
No.
They were too beefy.
It was early enough on where you could have decided, I don't like this random Lionel room or these Guria overworld spots. Just kind of hit him in the face with a boomerang just to get away from him. Question is, was candle necessary? Let me think about that.
Level 4.
Level 4, yeah, on Candle Row.
Yep, Candle Row, that's right.
So close. Was that the only candle spot? I think so.
Yeah, unless you wanted a magical sword, I don't think there's any others.
And I appreciate you picking up extra hearts to try to for mags. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, I figured I had to whistle the 2 and check the 2 push blocks over on that way, so it was worth a check, but I wasn't going back once I missed it.
Was that the reason you picked up the extra heart in level 3? We were actually surprised you picked it up since you already had, 10 hearts red ring. There really wasn't much reason to pick it up.
Yeah, I didn't want to leave 3 without finding the item, so I grabbed it because I circled around it. I mean, it was there. I figured, why not? But in 9, when I got shuttered in right away to the right, I gave it up because I figured, red ring Ganon. It's 1 heart at a time, and it's not really going to matter at that point with 2 potions.
Indeed.
So I guess the last question pertains to, I think you have one more match in this group stage. I'm not going to spoil everything about what happened in your other match with Slamu, but, yeah, any thoughts on the final matchup?
Bees.
Bees!
I think it'll be fun. I don't think I've ever faced Jam in any tournament circumstance, so I think it should be a fun matchup with him.
I haven't either, now I'm thinking about it. You know, everyone I've played against, I don't think I've faced him once.
I have the privilege of being knocked out of a tournament by him.
Ah.
It was Pentaforce, it was loser semis, I want to say. And it was one of those seeds where I had the deceptive hint that silvers were in 2, and so I was looking all over the map and last locationed it, and he walked in without the hint and found it. And oh, by the way, both boomerangs were in level 9.
Of course they were. Warpath confirming that there actually was a path. It was not a segment. You had to walk along the bottom row.
Well,
I mean, let's see if you can't bomb up. Yeah, so not run out of the woods yet. You gotta bomb up first, if possible.
yeah, he needs to find some bombs and then try and get up there.
Oh, yeah, jeez.
Hopefully this room just drops one. At this point, really just kind of hoping something goes his way. Hey, thank you, game.
Yeah, but watch it not bomb now.
Well, he ought to know exactly what the deal is, and it does bomb, thankfully. And this item is required, so it's a good thing that it did bomb for him.
I think we were just down to bait that wasn't required. Everything else was required.
Pretty much.
Yeah, everything else was required, and it progressed nicely into each other.
They did. They did.
Yeah, we'll see if this kind of pushes him. Well, I guess it's only really going to give him access to level 9, and it's been so long that I don't know that he knows that he's gotten the ladder out of here and he's done with it. I mean, that's the problem with the 30, I think it's a 38 room, level 8.
That and he got the ladder, what, 45 minutes ago? It's been a while.
Yeah, he at least has been with the ladder for better part of, I would say, the hour, yeah.
I mean, Truant, you had the ladder way before he did, but still, it was a while. I think that's now 5 Triforces for Warpath. I think he has 3 and 5 also, from what I remember from his start screen.
Yeah, it looks correct to me. Here he goes, hoping that the start screen happened to be a dungeon. Unfortunately, it is not.
So he's got to go to 4, which is on Candle Row, and 6 is in the desert. No, or was 7 in the desert? I'm getting them mixed up.
7's in the desert with the raft. 6
right.
is on the coast.
On the raft spot. Yeah.
Yep. And he's
all
not
coming back. Oh, is he gonna check the second quest? Magic sword spot?
looks like it.
All right. The true forgotten spot. Doesn't even push. I'm sad now. I mean, come on, game. Could have just put like a small secret there or something. Also confused as I'm hearing level 9 music and he's got music shuffled on.
Yeah,
I think it's.
I think the only other person I know that does that is Alsoa.
I think that would, if I did that, I think that would mess me up big time. Just hear the overworld music in level 9. I think that would mess with my head. I guess if he's going this way, he's going to find level 9. No, change his mind.
Probably to the forgotten spot, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
It's not quite there, but he's going to get it on this one.
I'm amazed that first bomb didn't work. It looked like it was as far down as we go. I guess it was a little too far. See that? How did Blue Gurias do that? I mean, as soon as he lowered his guard to stab him, shot him with the boomerang. Every time. Now he's probably going to go check the grave push block spot.
I'm trying to think of what I can compare these Blue Gurias to, boomerang-wise. I almost want to go with, like, when you play, like, what was it, Perfect Agent with 007 games?
Or with the guard's accuracy on the hardest difficulty?
Yeah, where they're just basically killing you outright with headshots, I think, basically every time. Yeah, it looks like he is, based on the clicking, tracking a little bit here, so looks like he'll get his overworld coverage figured out here shortly. A couple of different spots to learn from on this one. I think if I were to suggest things that would help him improve for the next race, it would be to kind of focus back on some of the easier locations that you know. For example, once you have 6 hearts, maybe check that recorder spot a little bit quicker, because you can get that overworld transportation method in your favor.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe just consider item density per room density of level 8 and level 2. I mean, if you go through the overworld, I think that's a pretty good idea to execute on, because you can find level 1, level 3, level 4. You go out there and get yourself some more items. But I think a lot of this time that he had, that he lost in this race, was in level 8, just trying to get through it with not quite enough resources to.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, he was in there a long time, and it was just a shame that the level was not really designed to be beaten with just wood sword, even with red ring.
I think your options were limited to what, Gleeok fighting or Patra fighting.
Yeah,
and those were your only 2 ways to get the required Triforce and item.
Yeah, no, definitely not recommended.
I would say getting the screen wrapping down would be a pro, but I mean, I think Amazing Ampharos made it through a good number of tournaments without being a big user of the screen wraps. Just he kind of fought his way without it, so those aren't necessarily required. Those are just a bit
It helps
convenient.
from time to time. I mean, I know from me being someone who's poor at it, I tend to only use it when necessary. So I mean, even in this kind of seed, if I had this kind of seed, I would probably try once and fail, and then just figure out a way through the bad screens at the start by just walking through. But I mean, for those that are very good at screen scrolling, obviously they have a distinct advantage. I see. He's probably going to come across level 4 here momentarily if he goes to Candle Row. We actually haven't seen the boomerang in here yet, but the process of elimination helped out that cause.
And with the lack of dungeon knowledge for Warpath, I think we probably are going to get a glimpse of which room it's in. As it stands now, he cannot find level 6 or 7 without picking up a recorder and then a raft.
Wonder how many overworld spots he is down to, knowing that he needs to get... I mean, he knows what the recorder is. I mean, he hasn't seen it in a while, but it's tough to tell. I mean, especially with there's so many recorder spots. He may think recorder is all that's required.
My guess is it's probably down to a couple power bracelet spots and maybe even just the power bracelet spot right next to the recorder. I guess the other takeaway that I would have if I were Warpath, I don't know that he necessarily, even if he did, like, if he had more combat expertise or just more seeds under his belt, this wasn't one of those seeds where he was really going to ever have a great chance of catching Truant, just again because his pathing through the randomizer and his random choices happened to lead him in not the absolute correct order, which I would argue was executed by Truant. Just by, again, randomizer doing randomizer things.
Indeed. Sometimes one of the competitors just does the right things in the right order.
I think when I was first starting out, it was the 2017, and I think the person that beat me in game, or my first game of this tournament, beat me by, I think, it's like 47 minutes to almost an hour and 40. And it was one of those situations where my opponent just absolutely right-ordered in a hurry. Not only the seed, but the silvers, I think, might have been in 9, kind of this one-off room.
I had the same experience. My first tournament was the first random percent tournament. My first opponent was Unos, of all people. And the random seed that we got was pretty much vanilla first quest, 0 HP everything. And Ganon wasn't even required. Suffice to say, my 40-minute finishing time was nowhere near good enough to finish that seed, because he almost sub-30'd it. And he didn't... I mean, I remember he was intentionally avoiding hearts so that he wouldn't lose Beam Sword, until he got Y-forced by a heart container. And he was so annoyed. But even me... Even if I were playing that seed today against him, I probably still wouldn't beat him, because it was just a seed that designated for someone who's so good at the vanilla game that there would have been no chance.
I can remember basically every one of my first 5 races from that tournament.
I remember my second one too. My second one was a seed but had a lot of second quest stuff instead of first quest, and I got to level 9 with only 6 hearts and green tunic, and I knew silver. I think I knew silvers were in there because they didn't get randomized. And I spent 45 minutes in level 9 looking for the silvers. And this was that is the last race I ever did where I did not track rooms in 9. because it was right next to start, but I died, and it was a 6 blue Wizrobe room in a diamond with a diamond staircase. I died in that room and never went back for 45 minutes until I double and triple cleared everything else. Luckily, my opponent pretty much did the same thing, so I still won that race. But ever since then, I've always tracked level 9.
Yeah, I think my... Let's see, my first race of that tournament was not a whole lot easier than Unos, I would say. It was JSR, who back at that time was JSR2 Gamers and was playing a lot more randomizer than he does today. Then got Mad Bomber XX, and then I got top roped in game 3 by Truant. Game 4 was the Alsoa match where I lost by an hour, and game 5 I think was Bent Glass Tube.
Wait the draw.
And I can remember the JSR seed. I can remember not much of the Truant seed except for the reason why I lost by 2 minutes. And it irked me. It was the dreaded 2-door bomb hole Monty with a bomb. And you can hear Gan's roar. Which wall do you bomb?
The answer is the wrong one.
And that's what I did.
Yeah, I've only faced JSR once myself, and as I recall, I beat him by about 3 seconds. After doing one of my classic hard right ordering of level 9 to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. Sadly, I think that that race has not been preserved. I have not found it anywhere. I wonder if someone saved just a clip of the finish somewhere, but I couldn't even tell you what channel it was on, so... Lost to the mists of time. But I'll never forget it.
Yep. My first loss was preserved to JSR. I remember that. I don't know how many more were, but every once in a while I go back just to look at that race to see where I began.
Sometimes it's nice to go through the old SRL race history, just to read comments from races from 4 or 5 years ago, just to see things that remind you, the things that may be descriptive enough to remind you what the seed was like.
I remember that I dug level 6 knowing that I had very little chance because JSR at that point had 200 more races on me. And I wanted to just try and make a random play that I was going to hope would work. And in 2017, the book unfortunately doesn't do much for you. So it was a situation that didn't work out, and from there it was just a uphill battle.
Sounds about right.
Any last questions for Trent before he gets on out of here for the night, Chester?
I think we've covered pretty much everything. It was well played with just a few trolls thrown in, but expertly handled as you would expect. GG, Truant.
I don't have anything for you, Trent. Just GG's and good luck in your third game.
Alright, thank you much. And I have to say, I like watching Warpath here. I think he's got a good idea of what he's doing now. It's probably just a little bit of not that many races under his belt, but I think we'll see him around for a while.
Yeah, hope so.
Take care, everybody. Thanks.
Yep. See you later, Trent.
Yeah.
He's gonna probably stumble on this power bracelet spot and then hopefully goes to that Armos screen. I'm wondering maybe if he just forgot about the white sword item at this point.
It was so long ago. He found it before anything else, right? So, I mean, he literally found that within the first 5 minutes. I can
Well, it's
totally
gonna-
understand not remembering that.
Oh, here he goes. He's gotta just remember which one it was, but that's trivial at this point with Red Ring and 11 hearts. Didn't seem to have much of a reaction, so I guess he did know. He just was kind of banking on it not being required or not necessary.
Yeah, possibly. Little does he know, he's about to find out how required it is.
Then I guess the question will be, will he find the raft
Hmm.
on his dig through here? Because if he doesn't, I think he'll go hunting all the recorder spots, and I think this is the only dungeon he doesn't know the item in, so he would end up right back here.
Yeah, he's cleared everything else. I'd say he did see the, as we were talking to Truant, I'm pretty sure he found the boomerang in 4, so he did see that.
Yeah, he didn't seem overly enthusiastic about finding it.
Well, you know, only certain people would be.
I mean, to be fair, if I walked into a level at an hour and 40 minutes eating progression items and I saw the magic boomerang, I don't think I would be particularly impressed with it.
No, not really.
Yeah. Every time I see this room with Beamos and Patra in it, it's just like, man, that's such a lame setup to have in a rando. So you just, it's not very forgiving.
I'd say it's not forgiving at all, really. This makes you ask, why, game? Why? Oh, we found there. This was the second dungeon with Wizrobes, so it was 5 and 7.
Yeah, I remember seeing at least a Wizard room level 7 at one point. I just forgot which dungeon I saw Truant dying to them in. Yeah, almost. I mean, at least you get a good chuckle out of that for this point in the seed.
Yeah.
Just some people would get demoralized with the seed kind of playing games with them like this, but seems pretty pretty laid back about it.
He did find another heart, so still got a shot at Mags if he wants it. Inquiring minds want to know if 12 hearts is enough.
I know he paid the mugger once. Has he forfeited a heart once as well, or is he still at 0? It's been a while. I don't know that I've
only seen. Did he only see the one mugger? I don't recall him seeing a second one. I don't think he's given up any hearts. I'm not.
I know.
100% about it.
Yeah, I know the third mugger is in level 9.
Yeah.
I don't know if the second mugger is even in existence. It doesn't have to be.
I don't remember what kind of staircase the raft was in. I think this was transport, but
I think this transports you a little bit closer to the other side of the dungeon, and then from there, I want to say it was on the right side of the dungeon somewhere.
Nope. Leok with half a heart? No thanks. Time for the boomerang to shine. There's the raft.
So top right-ish. I know that the Triforce is in the middle, kind of at the base to the left side.
Yeah. Problem will be getting there with only half a heart.
It's not forfeited a heart yet, according to JLo, so there is a chance that he can find enough hearts to force his way into Magical Sword.
That's not a fun room when you're on half a heart. That's some good dodges. But the Wizrobes are relentless.
Alright, let's see if he can make it down to this Triforce room. I have to feel like it's only a matter of time before he finishes the seed if he can make it down there.
Mm-hmm. Back to half a heart, unfortunately. Not gonna make it easy.
If he gets wiped out here, I think your best bet actually is just to Fairy Fountain it up, since you're not so far away from it.
Yeah, that's true.
At this point, he's just playing for completionist's sake. He is beyond the force time on him. I think that would be about the 147.10 mark, whatever it was, plus 30 of Truant's time. We'll stick with him for at least a little while longer here.
Yep. We at least gotta get a mags check. I'm dying to see it.
Here comes the fairy fountain play. I think this is what I would do if I felt uncomfortable with the combat that I was having to go through in a dungeon.
Absolutely.
And even with how many seeds of Zelda 1 Randomizer I've played, it's there are definitely seeds where I get tested to the point of getting frustrated and needing to take refills, either via the potion that was just purchased or via fairy fountain.
Wonder if knowing the potion shop was right there as well may have enticed him to make that play. Get a fill up and buy 2 extra fill ups. Seems like a good plan. He says, "Bring it, Patra. Bring it, Wizrobes. Now I'm ready."
He's got the strategy down here. I don't have to even say much because he's doing what you should do in that specific moat room with regards to fighting the blue Wizrobes.
Yep.
They have a difficult time of staying on a tile to fire at you if you're on that moat.
Yeah, just gotta wait. Just gotta watch out for them crossing the water.
Yep. With Red Ring, though, you can afford to take the crossing bops from them a little bit more than you otherwise would.
Does look like they rolled down in HP too. Is that just 4 white sword hits? Look like? No, it was 5. No.
5, yeah.
Close.
At least they didn't roll up.
Yeah, that's always a positive.
Yeah, we definitely see why Truant died the handful of times that he did in this level 7, though. It's not a particularly easy combat 7.
Not at all.
I think it's probably even the worst dungeon as far as combat goes, even with a boss placement level 8. I don't remember where the compass was in here.
I don't either. Did Truant even find the compass? Yeah, we may have found it like right before the Triforce, possibly.
I thought I recalled him having it, just so he could progress down towards it directly after finding the raft. But I think it was roughly where Warpath is now, give or take. I think it was above and to the right of where Triforce was. Might have been this room even. Nope. It's somewhere right around here, though. Got a key for his trouble and bombs. So it's gotta be the next room on now. I give up on where the compass was.
It's in there somewhere. We'll leave it at that.
Doesn't look like he's too interested in that Gliok fight.
I don't blame him one bit.
This room tends to be a drop room a lot of times.
Nice jinx.
Yeah, I think he got a bomb before key, but I guess it doesn't matter too much. He's actually on pace to kind of go into level 6 in the same scenario that TruantGamer went in.
Yeah, he is. Suddenly used 3 keys.
This is always a difficult room for me to half-tile properly. Stuff like this.
Yeah.
Because I can't really... I can't see the
combat
spawn.
based.
Yeah, I can't see their spawn very well with my setup, so it's... If I walk into a room, I'm likely just to faceplant into one.
That is their strategy.
Unfortunately, there's not going to be another staircase in this dungeon. You've got your transport and your raft out of here, so it's... Just find the right bomb wall or key wall. Key door. Shutter door. And I think he's been to the right, so he'll go left. And I think this is roughly the Triforce room?
There
Yes.
you go. Good call.
I remembered where the Triforce was. The compass... lost forever.
He strategically bypassed the compass, so we'll never know.
Probably was right above it. And will he go to the raft spot first? It looks like we have a shot.
He knows. Maybe.
Commentator cursed him, maybe? Well, there's also a recorder spot here at level 2. He also didn't...
He hasn't had the candle very long, so he hasn't burned the forest either.
Yeah. Gotta have heart.
Gotta have heart. 66.6 repeating chance of mags. I like those odds.
Just a bomb shop underneath this recorder lake spot. I'd forgotten what was there. And I think the other recorder spot down here was just a tornado away.
It was a quick trip to a previously cleared level.
I am hopeful he doesn't get caught in it and goes to the raft spot next. Want to see him get into level 6 and potentially clear it. He does look to be avoiding... Nope.
Oh, no.
No. Well, he's only at level 2 with a forest to burn. Or not, I think. Oh, wait, there's Mags. Mags hype.
One time. Yes.
Hey.
We did it.
Unfortunately, going away from where he needs to find last dungeon. No chance that he would know that, but we as commentators were hoping he was going that way.
Yeah, that is the problem of the extremely late candle. I don't even know if he's used the candle everywhere possible yet.
I think he got through most of the start screens just because of Candle Rose exploration with 4.
Yeah.
And he's going to check this raft spot first. This is going to walk right by it, at least. May have gotten sidetracked with his recorder, though.
Understandable. He hasn't had the recorder very long, either. Maybe we'll wait to see what's at Recorder Lake.
Let's see, we have... he's going to go... I think he's going to be forced right. Yeah. Unless you wanted to go check the grave spot first.
I think he already did. Or actually, no. Last time he came through, he didn't have the recorder yet. So no, he hasn't checked that yet. So, door repair? Or a small secret? Oh no, a potion shop. Okay.
Oh man,
Wow.
we're gonna start bad puns now.
But yeah, he's gonna. I think he's gonna find both of the non-door repair community hints right here.
Now, this one was at least funny because of its location.
Yeah. Here lies Link. Perfect spot.
I do think Fred has some hints tied to specific scenarios.
You think so?
I have only seen the hint that involves Lizzie with the book being the white sword item.
Okay. Oh, that's true. I think I've seen certain white sword hints be tied to what the item is.
And a large percentage of the time I've seen the all hail for the regular boomerang. It's not 100% in that case, though. Similarly, magic boomerang's not always that community hint either.
Yeah. I know I've seen Wanderful for the wand, when the wand is the white sword item. Shout out to Marble Madness. This isn't where I parked my car. I think I've seen that one before. I always like it when I see a new community that I've never seen before. Always a nice surprise.
I do think some got added in the last little wave of purging of old hints.
Yeah, I've definitely seen new ones in the last, I don't know, maybe month or so of updates. So, can confirm, there definitely have been new ones added. I'm also pretty sure he did not bomb the correct spot for that screen, but luckily there's nothing there. I think he was one tile too far to the left.
And I think I bomb. If you don't count the tile right above the ladder, I go 1, 2, 3, and do it kind of on the black line in between tiles 3 and 4, just because I don't want to miss it. If you hit the half tile there, it'll give you either side.
Yeah, as many times as I bombed that, like this spot on this screen as well, I always bomb the half tile because I'm deathly afraid of messing up and doing the wrong side. I never convinced myself that I remember it, even after playing it for 5 years, that I remember the right spot.
That's the grave. This is the closest to this raft spot.
I was gonna say, the problem is the Gibdo's lying to him. Don't go west. Go east. You need to go east.
And he got robbed for going in that open cave. Let's see. Moment of truth. Does he go right?
Go east.
Yes,
Yeah.
he does.
Good.
So we're gonna progress into level 6. I think the any key's almost a can't miss in here.
Yeah, Truant found it really fast, as I recall.
I'm sure in some way, shape, or form it is possible to miss it, but I know it's early. Again, just look at that one-off room.
Last possible place I could.
Beautiful. Yeah, wasn't it right here? I think
Believe so.
Yeah, it was very close to the start.
What's funny is it's a 20% chance.
And yeah, the compass was there too. Yes, this was like a three room 6. I remember it like it was yesterday.
About the kindest level 6 that you can have.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see him through this season. Just gotta say, the open door up. And plenty of keys.
Oh, Pole's voice! I think that's the first Pole's voice we've seen in the entire seed. Oh no, we saw it in this room. Never mind. This is the Triforce room.
Yep.
Oh well. All excited for nothing. I'm guessing he does use pause for. He does not use item select. So,
Yeah, I thought I saw that
earlier.
Yeah, I thought I saw it earlier, but I couldn't tell if it, again, that was when we had, I think, Guria and Armos on the move and boomerangs in the air and all the fun.
Yep. Could have easily
Pretty-
chalked it up to game delay or stuttering delay or something like that.
And gotta be careful here, the Darknet's out. Oh, no, actually, the Darknet just didn't care. Kept going. We'll take it. I think this is a...
Dark Nut? What are you talking about? They don't
they're
exist.
rare.
A rare breed.
Especially if you decide to be on the half tile. I've seen that just get you murdered every time.
But as I recall, the southwest corner was the key for both halves of the search.
Yep. Basically 3 rooms apart. And I think you basically had to see her shutter door. As long as he either clears that room or walks back, you'll see that Zelda's right there after killing Ganon.
I guess the problem will be how likely is it that he'll bomb to the left or to take the left-hand door after going up twice. Because I think that was the only way down there. I don't remember if there was a staircase.
There is potential for a staircase, but there is a key door up here. I think that was the...
Yeah, because that was we
Way
tried
over.
that bomb hole, that wasn't a thing. So if he goes left... Problem is, single block and with an open door up top. Who knows?
It may not go directly there, but I would say this. If you are tracking 9 and you have the any key, I would always, unless the enemy set is just complete trash in the room, just pop the key door, even if you don't intend to go that way. I don't track my 9s room by room, wall by wall, so if I don't pop a key door, I won't see that space when I look at my mini map or my HUD map, and sometimes we'll forget that that's key door is actually there, or shutter door, if that happens to be the case. Feels like we're going to see almost the identical route to what Truant took.
Does seem that way, doesn't it?
And it's not a bad idea, it just isn't the right idea for the seed, fortunately.
To have the knowledge that we have. I'm curious if he clears the right room, maybe he'll stumble upon the compass.
I think this was the staircase that took you to the one-off, in between the one-off staircase and the route up.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So we have 2 absolute troll staircases.
And he even tried bombing the wall. That was the left wall of the middle troll staircase, and it didn't bomb. So it's definitely If anything else, if anything, they're connected to each other, but it's definitely just a 2-room troll area.
I feel like Truant Bomb left when he got to that first staircase, just to see if
Yeah,
he
he
could
might
get
have.
back that way. He couldn't.
That's possible.
Looks like we have a fairly busy afternoon tomorrow as far as races go. Looking at the schedule ahead while we're watching Warpath go through this 9.
We sure do. We even have a morning race tomorrow morning at 9:45 a.m. for all you Saturday morning cartoon enthusiasts. The big Slamu vs. Jam Evil.
Yeah, a lot of those aren't even on anymore. It's kind of a shame.
It is. It is. I remember them well.
Not that I would know when I roll out of bed at right around noon, but
I don't have that luxury. My kids get up way earlier than that on Saturday.
I think
what does I see? 4 races in the afternoon tomorrow?
yeah,
I feel like get some of those on Restream.
Yep, I think we have 2 on Restream and 1 by process of channel elimination. Just not having enough room on all the networks going, basically. Like
We're not
every single
opening
channel.
up SpeedGaming Ocho. We need to get the Ocho active.
Yeah. I think Rick has threatened a couple of different things, but perhaps Feasel will shut him down on those. But yeah, I think we have 2 on Restream, 1 basically guaranteed not to unless one of the races on Restream happens to drop somewhere along the way. And then from 4:15 onward, I think we got the 4:15, the 5:15, and then the technically Sunday race. All lined
I thought
up
you
on
were supposed
Saturday.
to put 11:59, so that way we know which day you mean. I mean, do you mean Saturday into Sunday midnight, or Sunday into Monday midnight? No one will ever know.
It's a mystery to everyone. Not just a secret, but a mystery.
Oh yes.
Thankfully
He goes left here.
thankfully for signing up for this tournament, it's that 15-minute delay rule, so when you're signing up on our commentary site, if you want to join the booth as a commentator, you do get the glimpse of both when the racers will start and when you, the commentator, will.
Indeed.
Oh, we found the bomb wall. Both ways, in fact.
I didn't realize how many turnstile rooms were in this 9. Is that 3 or 4? Might have only been 3.
I think I recall 3 so far.
Yeah.
He's going up. I would say my advice on this move is, at this point, you're kind of looking more for the roar, not so much trying to figure out where Zelda is. And you would hear the roar from the other rooms that you kind of walked by, 2 north of this, now 1 north. Hope that he goes south here shortly, or maybe this staircase will send him that direction.
He doesn't have too many directions to go, from what I can see, because he's already pretty much cleared everything else. Pretty much bottom left corner or bust.
This room, that'll give him 1 piece of the puzzle. These rooms you can hear from Stardust, so he'll recognize this room. And hear the roar in about 3 or 4 seconds.
Here, piggy, piggy, piggy.
And gonna go up first, get shuttered in, but not a big deal with Magical Sword and Silvers.
One final troll.
Gave him a fairy, though.
Sure did.
It has enough bombs for both walls. One he cannot access unless he goes through Zelda's room just for completion's sake.
I'm almost rooting for it now. Although he still has two unfound rooms in the 4th row, so it would not be 100% completion.
He'll have a little bit quicker time as far as sword hits for killing of Zelda in this case. Only one more. Probably won't even need a potion. Just 4 hits and gone.
Maybe he'll share a drink with Ganon. Hey boss, I brought you your drink.
You know, I'm beginning to think the compass is actually the room that's locked by Zelda's door.
It could be. I mean, unless that's a staircase of some kind.
Might be an old man, but yeah, in any event, it's 2:20:37 from what I saw on his individual timer. Props to Warpath for sticking it out.
GG. That was a seed.
And looks like he's on the way. We'll have a brief little chat before heading off into the night.
Where they kick us out of here.
Looks like we are joined by Warpath. GG, sir, and way to stick it out.
Hey, how's it going?
Looks like we are joined by Warpath. GG, sir, and way to stick it out.
Yeah, GG's the truant for running me ragged here, but that's all right.
That's just truant being truant, to be perfectly honest.
Running me ragged here, but that's all right.
That's just truant being truant, to be perfectly honest.
Running me ragged here, but that's all right.
That's just truant being truant.
Looks like we got a bit of feedback through you there, Warpath.
I was just enjoying hearing myself talk. I was just enjoying hearing myself talk.
Yeah, I got a little bit of a loop going here, but GG's the truant, and hey, it was my first run, so I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was a bit of a rough starting location, especially with any new runner that hasn't really gotten the hang of the screen wrap. That gauntlet wasn't very nice to throw at you, but you managed to find a way to kind of manipulate your way through that screen, and thankfully that ladder wasn't too deep in level 8, so you had a chance to go out and get the red ring, and from there, at least that little troll was out of your way. Yeah, I think we threw a couple of different pieces at you in the VOD, so go ahead and give it a run back and kind of see. Truant basically right-ordered the living daylights out of the seed, so it would have been really tough to catch even if I was racing him in this specific circumstance. So not much you could have done there, but some things that you get to go back and look at and say, oh, that's how he did that, and kind of find ways to knock your time down a little bit more.
It shows the power of the early ladder in some cases.
Yep, early ladder into red ring, and then bow, and then any keys and rafts and flutes and just everything, basically, all in a row.
Yep. Just get everything you need. Easy game.
With that, I think we are done here for the night. I think we have just a couple of things still going on Speed Gaming, so may get thrown that way. As far as me and Chester go, I think it's perhaps off to bed here shortly.
I believe you are correct.
Yeah, we'll start off tomorrow morning. It looks like 9:45 Eastern with Big Slimu and Jam Evil. And then he goes back at it again, Jam Evil versus TruantGamer later on that afternoon. And I see Malchior's, King Doll, Sputosaurus, Eat My Steel, another big Slimu race, Warpath that we just saw tonight, and then myself and Chrono at the very tail end of the day. So plenty of names out there, and I think at least 2 and maybe even 3 or 4 could get on the restream, so look out for them and all the other events going on for Speed Gaming Live.
For sure. Looks like the first race is going to be on Speed Gaming 3 and the second on Speed Gaming 6. So look to those channels for the first 2 races, and if we can get the others on restream, those will be announced tomorrow. Should be a good day.
Yep, thanks once again to JLo7 for sticking it out with us as well, tracking the whole way through. Thanks to you, Chester, for jumping in with about 10 minutes to go so I didn't have to solo this. I'm very appreciative.
Always a pleasure. We'll do it again sometime.
And I guess we'll sign out by saying we'll see you next time, and gotta have heart.
Gotta have heart. Good night, everyone.